Shubor nakaslem jong unong san Hima.
Nong Bisha jong ka High Court Meghalaya u Justice Wan Lura Dingdo ringkat u Additional Judge ka High Court u Justice Biswadip Patacharji mentakasngi kila pli ka First National Moot Court Competition nega Jingïakop Ïasaid an ka baningkong hapo ri India ka bala Pynlong ha Shillong Law College halor ka phang pedeng Pioneering Justice in the Northeast nega jingmut bathama jong ka hok ha ka than chidai lamingi ha ka nega Jingïakop lawan banashim benta ragi kinhun bapher na kaleng ka ri India bat ka khusnam nak benta ki nong job kalong arlak tingka kani ka Jingïakop kan plela da ki Samla Pule an bakin pen iya ka sap ka baki don ban Ïasaid ling bakaan bat ki badan ka jing start hakaan ki badan ka akor ka buram ha ka kambishar bat ki bakran ni ka jing shisha ha ki lais ngi banwan ki nong yashim benta ki ne shim benta hak bayasat ya ki mukot duma bala bu jingmut hakmat ka kunhun nong bishar ba paunam da ka bakin pen bha ya ka jingwat banya ki jing tho bat ka jing Ïasaid Ktien jongki kani ka Jingïakop ka thmu banang pentebit ya ki nong yashim benta shapang ki rukom trikam kaan bat ka banlong kum shibenta banang pentebit ya ki bakin long ki bajob ha ka jing thmu nak benta ka kam jongki
We have with us the Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, members of the governing body, teaching and non-teaching staff. I request the students to kindly assemble.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the college anthem.
Shillong college, leading the way. Lawyers and judges, all about you. Seekers of truth, keepers of love, with all our might. We must strive to seek our goal.
Give the candle to sir. Hello, give the candle.
Duration of our first moot court competition. An exciting opportunity for aspiring legal professionals to showcase their advocacy in skills, whether in their legal
Honorable Mr.
Senior Advocate, High Court of Meghalaya, SP Mahanta, and all the dignitaries.
The winner's trophy is given in the name of late Shri Lapeshwar Sharma, retired IS founder and principal of the Shillong Law College. Runners-up is in recognition of the outstanding advocacy in the field of legal research and argumentation.
The Best Researcher Trophy will be awarded in recognition of excellent legal research and analytical skills. The Best Speaker Award is given in the name of late Shri P.A. Samla, former member of the Lok Sabha. The Best Memorial Trophy will be awarded in recognition of outstanding advocacy in the field of research, legal research and argumentation.
Kindly be seated. Yes, Honorable Mr. Justice W. Devdo. Our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice Biswadeep Bhattacharjee. Now we shall start with the welcoming address.
Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, with us today, I would like to proudly mention and our President of the Governing Body, Sir W. Khillap, a designated senior advocate and former additional Shillong Law College. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to our will undoubtedly prove valuable, provides great value to this competition, and we are. Moot court is not just an academic exercise, and sharpens your analytical skill to excel in the legal profession. Aspiring legal professionals in your future. To fostering a culture of National Law University Meghalaya, distinguished guests, all participants who came from different parts of the country, members of Alumni Association, faculty members, administrative staff, students, media persons, members of the High Court Bar and Shillong Bar Association, and all other present today. Good morning and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. It is with immense pleasure that I stand before you today on this momentous occasion, the inauguration of the first national moot court competition at the Shillong Law College. This event marks a significant milestone in the history of our college as we gather here to celebrate the spirit of legal learning, advocacy, and the pursuits of justice. The college has completed 60 years of its excellence. The college was established in the year 1964 and is celebrating its Diamond Jubilee this year. The college has been accredited by NAD, Bangalore, running both the streams of LLB and BLLB courses, and is permanently affiliated to the Northeastern Hill University, a central university in Shillong. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest for gracing us with his Lordship presence. Your distinguished career and
very grateful to the principal of the college, the advisor of the moot court, Shillong Law College moot court, president, secretary of the governing body, the teachers of this institution, and my dear friends who are all students of this institution, and also the guests who have come from outside for this occasion. You know, as I stand here today, I feel at home. The fact being, as the principal has already said earlier, I am a product of this institution. I would say, as far as law is concerned, I am what I am today because of the training, the impartition of education, and the overall development that I have received from this institution. I recall those days when I was, a student in this college. Our principal then was the late Datta, a very amiable, very wise person who had, endeared all of us to his personality. We have, of course, pardon me, it's a long time ago. I've forgotten many of the teachers, but I do remember a few of them. Sir Jingïakop Chaudhary, of course, he's no longer with us. Then we have also, if I'm not mistaken, Bidas, was he? Yes, that time. Sir Jindal, of course, he's not here. He's still, practicing. And there are many teachers, like I said, who have made us what we are today. And for the institution to have, traveled for about 60 years or so, it would be, or rather it should be, an honor and pride for all of us. More so when we are gathered here today to be a witness to the first national moot court competition. I will tell you one thing. In our days, we don't even know what's a moot court. We have no experience, practical experience apart from the classroom that we are in. What we learn is just theory. But the development of education, especially in the area of legal education, is such that students nowadays are being exposed to the practical aspect of legal, I would say, legal knowledge or legal education. Having this moot court today or in the next few days is a privilege for each and every one of us, especially the student. And I would congratulate each and every one of you who are taking part in this competition. I'm told that we have about 34 teams from all over the country. It would, be a very, very intense time for all of you. It would be a period where you can really showcase your skills, whatever you have learned in your classroom. And we know that a moot court is a simulation of the actual court proceedings. So you will be exposed, to an atmosphere of an actual court proceeding. That is an advantage. Again, I was saying, that we have not got. In fact, I will tell you, in my experience, I don't know what others experience, but I'll tell you, when I pass out from law, believe me, when I start practicing, I know nothing about practice or procedure. even appearing before a court was a very, what should I say, a frightening experience for me. In fact, you know, those days, when we started practice, I was very young. I don't know, maybe a few months in practice, or maybe not even a year. I had gone to a court. My senior had sent me to one court to file an application. I think it was in a German petition. It was not a court, in Shillong. I think that was in Mairang. Those days they have executive magistrate, and the courts are functioning there, as usual. So I had gone to that place, went, filed a petition, and then appeared before supposedly a judge. He was an executive officer, but anyway, he was there as a judge. And I don't recall, but I had made some submission on the case. I don't know what kind of submission I made, but then after a while he looked at me and said, "You're a lawyer?" I said, "Yes, sir." "And you don't know law?" I felt so embarrassed. So that is, you see, that is the experience that we face. Why? Because we don't have the adequate training. We are not exposed to the practical aspect, of legal practice. Therefore, I will tell you, this is a very good opportunity for each and every one of us, especially the competitors or rather the participants, to acquaint yourself with actual practice, where you will, hone your skills in advocacy. Advocacy is not only knowing law. It is not for you, to remember sections of law or provisions of law or the law as such. But I would say this, it is an art in itself. How you present yourself before a court. Like I was saying, I was giving my own experience of how I had, conducted myself in that court, and I fared badly. Of course, we learn through experience, good or bad. But then nowadays, like I said, you have the advantage to prepare yourself. I will not focus on the academic, discourse about law and justice and advocacy and so on and so forth. I'll just give some, in the brief time that I have, some practical pointers to our young friends here, as far as advocacy is concerned, and as far as your, I would say, your conduct in court is concerned. It is very important. Of course, you have to know the law, number one, and you also have to know how to present yourself in a court of law. I will give you a small example which we, as judges meet. In my, tenure as a district judge or as a judge of the High Court, I've come across many lawyers, particularly young lawyers, who appeared before me or appeared before a court for that matter. I have noticed most of us, rather most of the young lawyers, are very bright, very, I would say very sharp, very knowledgeable. But sometimes, because of human nature, I would say, they lack that confidence when they address a court. For example, I'll give you a small example. When a lawyer appears before a court, we must understand that we are appearing on behalf of our client. So what we do as judges, we ask them, who are you? So I used to ask these young lawyers, who are you? Then they will say, I am so and so. They would introduce themselves. Most of them I know, some of them I don't know, but that is not the point. The point is when I ask who are you, or when a judge asks who are you, you have to say that I am so and so. You are representing your client, so what do you say? I am the plaintiff, I am the petitioner, I am so and so, so and so. Because you are representing your client. So that is, very often we come across these, situation where lawyers would not know how to conduct themselves in court. I will tell you one thing. As young lawyers, we have to be, confident as far as court appearances are concerned. A judge would always look, towards that person, in a, what should I say, to assess his or her confidence, to assess how they, how they can, muster their courage to address the court. And you have to be prepared. We say, I think Sir Manta is here, he knows very well. He has got a number of juniors in his fold, and he must have trained them well. But one thing, you as seniors, what we should do, we should train our juniors to be prepared. To be prepared. That is one thing which I'll tell you a secret. As judges, we would look at a judge, at a lawyer. One who is prepared. Doesn't know. It doesn't matter whether you know your case or not. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. That is not the point. But you have to know the facts of your case. So what happened is, in most of the, very often, in court proceedings, rather in the court, I will just give you example, even in the High Court that, we are now. We ask some young lawyers, tell us, what is the case about? Sad to say, most of them would not know. Why? Because their senior would just, instruct them to stand before the court to seek for adjournment. Seeking adjournment, they would just say, please adjourn the case because of so and so, and they think that's the end of the matter. But a judge would want to know what is the matter about. Why you are seeking adjournment, whether it's warranted or not, whether it can be allowed or not. So it is incumbent upon, especially a junior lawyer, to be prepared. I've seen many, often, junior lawyers, they are left red-faced, if I put it that way, because of their, not being prepared, to put it that way. So, again, I would say this, it's very good for you to be prepared. And even in moot court situation, of course, I would say that in moot court situation, you would be ready because you have already prepared yourself. But these are eventualities you will come across as you practice. Because, time will come for you when you pass out, and then you will, either most of you will practice, I believe. So these are, some tips I would say to prepare you, and as you embark on this journey of legal practice, as you poise yourself, to launch your career. I wish you all the best, and I believe that one day we will see you in our courts, and we will see how you conduct yourself, being always prepared. I'll ask you one question. What is the motto of the Scouts and Guides? Tell me, who knows? Yes, exactly. You should be like the Scouts and Guides. The motto is, be prepared. So once you are prepared, you can face any eventuality. Thank you very much for inviting me to inaugurate this program. And once again, I wish you all the best for your endeavor in the next few days to come. Thank you.